I'm Alison Chmiel, and I'm one of the trustees at the Two Counties Trust, which is a trust of currently 8 secondary schools that are across North Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire. My personal background is quite diverse actually. I started off in IT, and then I became an accountant, went up through financial management, and I've had roles both in the voluntary sector and in the commercial world. I'm currently on the board of one of the building societies and have some other non-executive roles as well. I've long been involved in one form or another, even back from younger days, sitting on club committees in some sort of voluntary capacity, and I've always enjoyed it. I came across or got involved with education a little bit by accident. So a good friend of mine a few years ago was involved with setting up an alternative provision school. And I was so admiring of what she did, and I asked if they ever wanted any help, would they be interested in having me as a governor, and they nearly bit my hand off. So I started there, and then starting from one small alternative provision school, we recognised fairly early on that we would be stronger and healthier as an organisation if we were part of a bigger organisation, i.e. a multi-academy trust. So I ended up researching the local multi-academy trust scene and learning a lot more about it, and came to the realisation that it's a very young movement, if you like, and that they were going through an awful lot of change and evolving into organisations that were very different from a single school that they had come from. And that there were probably a lot of parallels with some of the business experiences that I had been through where I could add value, and I thought it would be a very interesting thing to do where I could contribute and add value. I think there are a number of things from the business world that overlap into an education world. So I think when you're talking about looking at strategy, at culture, at stakeholder engagement, at leadership, at organisational structures, all of that good stuff, I think all of those apply in every organisation, big or small. And if you've got experience in those things, you can certainly bring them to bear and actually add value in a multi-academy trust setting, particularly where they're going through quite a lot of organisational change. You're there because you want to add value into the communities that you work with. So I suppose that's at the heart of it, and feeling that you can actually do something that makes a difference. I think working collaboratively with a wide range of people from different backgrounds is interesting and rewarding, and I think collectively you really can make a difference. One of my colleagues always says, if you're going to get into the boat, you better be able to row. So I would say, do think about your time commitment, and that's not just going to the board meetings, because I think to add value you have to have some flexibility to contribute outside the board meetings, have some involvement. So I think that's an important part of thinking about it if you do want to join. I think if you've got any kind of business experience, then especially at a board or committee or structural level, you're almost certainly going to be able to add some value. And I would say, look and see in your own skill set where that is, and see if it fits with the trust, see what they're looking for. If you're going to go and talk to a trust, ask them about where they really feel they need some extra input or benefit. And I would say, if you feel like you've got the capacity and the energy and enthusiasm for it, I would say go for it. It's very stimulating, enjoyable, challenging, all those good things.